Page 1. May 5, 1948. Dear Congressman Klein, I read your telegram of May 3rd with a great deal of interest and appreciate your calling the matter to my attention. Of course, it seems to me that what's sauce for the goose ought to be sauce for the gander. As far as I am concerned, I don't think there has ever been any more lobbying and pulling and hauling than has been carried on by the Jews in this Palestine difficulty with which we have been faced. I have no objection to their lobbying, neither have I any objection to the Arabs doing so if they feel like it, but, in neither case, does it affect my decisions or judgment. Sincerely yours, Harry S. Truman. Honorable Arthur G. Klein. House of Representatives. Washington, D.C. Page 2. WB 44 Government PD. BU Washington, D.C. May 3, 1:51 p. The President. The White House. Disclosure made in a New York magistrate's court this morning before Judge Hyman Bushell by Ben Friedman, a notorious frontman for the Arab office, indicating a close liaison between him and Mr. Loy Henderson, Chief of the Division of Near Eastern and African Affairs, must surely prove Henderson's total unfitness to operate that division. Page 3. In accordance with the true national interests of the United States of America. This is but the last in a long series of disclosures of Henderson's bias in favor of the member states of the Muslim bloc, the murderous Mufti of Jerusalem, Haj Amin el-Husseini, and the Arabian American Oil Company and its affiliates and associates, demonstrating his unfitness to administer American policy in accordance with his instructions. The duplicity of Henderson's official actions is proved, in my belief. Page 4. I urge you to suspend Loy Henderson and his immediate subordinates from their offices at once, and to initiate a thorough departmental investigation into the incredible web of Arabian and monopoly intrigue which has frustrated high American policy, jeopardized the authority and the very existence of the United Nations, stultified our international moral position, betrayed the hopes of the desperate Jews of Europe and Asia, and endangered the peace of the world. At the same time, I most solemnly implore you to restore. Page 5. At once the noble aims presented by the United States last November, which resulted in the decision of the United Nations to enforce partition and make possible the creation of an independent Jewish state in Palestine under protection of the United Nations, and also to remove the arms embargo. Respectfully yours, Arthur G. Klein, Member of Congress.